Do you ever just like don't think at all?
Everything.
Like just
Do you do that?
Yes. Like just like not zoning out, but you're just not thinking. Like you're just there.
Okay, so every time you do it, is it like intentional when you do it?
Most times, yes.
Okay, but sometimes you can slip into it.
It's like yeah. Sometimes I just slip into it, and that's happened a lot more lately because I've been meditating more.
Oh my god!
But it's just easy to just like just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, people need to learn that. Like, no, that's a necessary skill that people need to learn. Like I do that all the time throughout the day. It's just
to go like happen. Like you don't always have to be thinking of something.
You don't always have to be turned on. You can literally just neutralize. Like
there's greatness in that, and I feel like I had to learn that because especially with meditation, I thought it was supposed to be a thing that you're supposed to be experiencing, but it's literally you surrendering to nothing, like to being in nothing.
Yeah.
And of course you could take it different ways after that, but that's what I had to tell myself, like
that's the core foundation of it.
Yes, like I'm not gonna get just answers or something, like things are just gonna come up out of force. Like I just have to actually be okay with nothing happening.
With nothing, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, because this whole universe was conspired out of nothing.
Yeah.
This whole thing came here from nothing. It started with just nothing, and it still is nothingness. Like it's all an illusion. Like we're still in the nothingness. It's a projected illusion that we're experiencing. How is the lighting? It's like some.
I feel like it might change. That's the thing.
Chloe, Chloe, stay away. Over here. Over here.
I love how you're like. I love how non.
Sounds like they love us and they just want.
Nah, understood. Yeah. Understood.
Wait.
Yeah, different man with different goals.
I'm like, hold on.
That's crazy. Yeah, the other. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yep. I was on LSD, right? And I was.
Okay.
Oh no. One time I was on LSD and I was like in deep introspection, as one may be on LSD. And I was walking in Piedmont Park. This was at night, and I was like with like 3 other girls, and one of them was my girlfriend at the time. And so there's this dude who walks by, like he's walking with like 2 of his niggas, and part 2. Oh my god, please, because I don't know if that piss might come out again.
I think he finished peeing over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's bitch. Come on.
We must smell good.
And you said what?
I said we must smell good or something.
Yeah. We're just black and beautiful. These 3 dudes were walking by, and one of them, I wasn't even really looking at him. I was kind of looking towards his direction, and he was like, bro, I hate when niggas be looking at me, bro. I really hate when niggas be looking at me. He kind of was saying that to his homeboys, and I was still kind of like trying to, now at this point now I'm trying to hear what he's saying. I'm just kind of like looking at him, and he's just like, bro, I hate when niggas be looking at me, bro. And he starts speaking up, and I'm just still like, now I'm observing him as a human being, right?
Yeah.
I'm just looking like, okay, emotions on his face, and having a full like, and he's like, bro, I'm finna beat a nigga ass, bro. Like he's ready to fight.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, what the fuck you looking at, bro? And I'm like, oh, is he believing himself in, like, is this a performance? Like I'm in deep introspection. I'm on psychedelics. Like I'm not reacting at all. Like, at this point, I should be ready to defend myself, but that shit's out the window. I'm like, human. He's performing. This is fake. This is not real. He's not his true self. This is the defense mechanism. And at this point, I'm about to get my ass beat. Because I'm not. Because
you're just not paying attention. I mean,
I'm not in human mode.
Wow,
like,
that's
I'm in
not in human mode. That's hilarious.
Not reacting, just being.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But then, what's crazy? Literally, so he's kind of like charging up on me. And at this point, I'm like, all right, okay. I snap back into reality. And my girlfriend, She jumps in and is like, I've been waiting on that nigga to try me. What the fuck is up? What's up? Like, she just took over the whole fucking show and like scared them niggas off, bro. Like, them niggas started walking away like, nah, bro, we good. Like that shit was crazy. Like, literally saved the day. Like, she just turned up on that nigga. Was like, I'll beat a nigga. I swear to God, I'll beat a nigga. So yeah, she took over that and handled that for me.
That's actually so hilarious.
No. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm here with
Jada or Jsiah or J.SYA. You can say whatever.
J.SYA.
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 That's how I see it.
Yeah.
But I know people just read it as a word, so Jsiah.
So you wouldn't mind people calling you J.SYA?
No.
Oh, interesting.
It's just more work, but I like it.
Yeah, definitely more work. But yeah, for sure.
Or you could just say Jada. That's fine. But yeah.
So Jada, how you feeling right now?
I feel very present.
Feel present?
Not having incoming thoughts or an internal dialogue right now.
What allows you to feel present? Like, what are the things that support you just being more present, more in the moment?
Having a good morning routine, or starting my whatever I do in the beginning of the day. It needs to be very like minimal and not doing too much, and just perfect for me. And that's what allows me to like actually pay attention to other things that I have to do throughout the day. And then also in the car, sometimes I just drive in silence.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, literally. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't always hop in the car and just turn the music on. Sometimes it's like, I want to just hear my thoughts.
Yeah.
What are these?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what these are.
Honeydew melon.
Are these honeydew?
Yeah.
That's cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. Just a whole melon.
You're a melon type of gal?
I'm a every type of girl.
Yeah, when it comes to...
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some stuff I don't like, but...
You fuck with avocado?
I'm starting to, but growing up for a long time, it tasted very weird. Someone said it tasted like cum one time, which kind of changed my perspective. But I like it now. I like avocado now. Yeah.
To clarify.
Yeah. It's good for your skin and your hair.
Oh my God. You still talking about avocado?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Huh. Yeah. All right. That's good.
Do you like avocados?
I love avocados. Yeah, they're my favorite fruit.
Really?
Yeah, they're definitely my favorite fruit.
So, like, what type of stuff do you eat, like, usually on the day-to-day?
That's a great question. Fries.
Really?
Yeah, I eat
What type of fries?
Eat a lot of fries.
Like, fries from like a place, or you make them?
I make them. I get them from Chick-fil-A.
Are they at least sweet potato fries sometimes?
Not you speaking. That sound like you.
Not me being judgmental.
Right? Trying to throw that in there.
You know, you gotta disguise the. When I was younger, I would like get a new medium and work on it. Like, that would be all I would do for a year, and then I would switch completely to another medium the next year, and then that would like happen over years. That's why I have knowledge in different aspects of art.
Okay.
And then as I got older, I kind of put more focus because, you know, you gotta be in a career path and have focus. And I'm like, that kind of goes against me as an artist, but okay. And that's what started the like burnouts, because I would like focus too hard on something for a long time, and then it would just, because I kind of can't just like be chill and do something. Like, I have to be like fully in it and then I'm out of it again. Like, I haven't found that balance of like just like making a certain time of the day be where I express and
Yeah,
then I stop.
and then you stop,
And I'm
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Like, my life is the expression and the art
yeah.
project, so I can't really do that.
Yeah, like in a 9 to 5 type of sense or type of format.
Yeah, so monetarily, I feel like I'm one of those types of people who needs, like, to get big sums of money for my work, and then I'm chilling off of that as I'm coming up with something else.
For sure. So it's less pressure.
Yeah, less pressure.
Gotcha.
And I feel like I'm getting closer to that lifestyle. I just have to, keep visualizing it and working towards it.
I see it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, it's already happening.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many times, like, AB has been out and about, and, like, someone stops her and asks her, like, who made that hat? That mushroom hat that she has. Like, it's happened so many times. Where, like, this is my friend Jada, and she's, like, showing them your Instagram.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how you can feel like, I don't know if you feel like this, but you can feel so much love externally, but still not, like, money is just a tool, but sometimes you think all of that should equate to money. Like, everything always feels like it results in, like, thinking about money. Yeah, and I feel like that's something that like, even though I don't care about money, like, that's not my main motivator.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be an appropriate response to, my efforts in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about that?
I don't know, like,
That shit kind of weird. It takes you out of the...
I don't like the idea of working for money out of, like, frustration, like, of, like...
Or
like
survival.
Out of survival. Like, it feels like it's not something I would naturally do.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
I can't just, like, tell myself to do something because it's right. Like, I have to naturally do it.
Yeah. Because you feel like it's
Yeah, because
right.
I feel like it. And sometimes I feel like that's, like, deterred me from getting to certain levels in a certain time frame. But I do appreciate still, like, when I get things that are amazing, like, amazing receipts from the stuff that I do genuinely, that's when I feel the best. So I kind of just have to chill out on that and just keep doing what I'm doing, basically. And it'll come.
There's a lot of Virgos I know that are, like, afraid to like be on camera, Yeah, like I know Carla and AB, for example. They're not afraid to, like, be on camera. They don't like when I, just pop out the camera and start, like, filming shit.
Yeah, you gotta get ready.
Oh my god, that's what they say all the time. They're like, yeah, you gotta be like.
I don't think Virgos are candid. I noticed that.
Wow.
You wanna know how I noticed that one time? And
How?
it was because of Trinity. And I don't know if she remembers this, but I think I'm in one of her YouTube videos from, like, 2 years ago.
Were you in the car with her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there was a part where she, like, showed me, like, and I wasn't prepared. And I think whatever way I reacted, she was like, "Oh, you're a Virgo." I was like, at the time, I was like, "What? Like, what does that mean?" But then, as I'm learning more about myself, it is hard for me to be candid sometimes, and that's okay. Like, I do like to prepare for things.
Yeah.
So I can feel my best.
Yes.
So in that moment, I can see why she said that now, because, like,
now she calls you out.
I was just being awkward.
Yeah, she called you the fuck out. Like,
it
damn.
was okay.
Yeah. How you feel about Kanye West?
Is this controversial? I like Kanye West. Is that bad to say?
I'm with you on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I felt like that's a real nigga response, if you ask me. Yeah. It is controversial. It is controversial because I'm sure like a lot of people feel the opposite.
I'm not.
But what do you? Yeah. What do you like about Kanye that, like, resonates?
He's an artist. And not just in like the music and like fashion that he gives us, in the way he speaks. Like,
okay, for sure.
Like, I really admire the fact that he says, even if he knows he's probably not gonna agree with what he's saying later on, he says it. And that's something that I really admire. Like, he just says how he feels authentically in the moment, and is open to the fact that he changes as a person. Even though he does say some problematic things, that's him expressing himself as a person. Like, not everybody has communal thought. like yeah, I really like that. And I love when people have different things to say. Like,
me too.
And it can be bad. That's okay. I mean, of course, how you use that information and how you feel is important, but I don't know. I respect people's authenticity a lot. Why do you like Kanye? Or do you?
No, I'm okay. So this is my thing. Kanye is a human being, right? And he's not afraid to show that he's human. Mm-hmm. That means so much. Like, as a celebrity,
yes.
all of them niggas be so polished, so like they get in the camera and like want to be like say the right thing, be politically correct. And Kanye doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's transparent. I value transparency. I value someone who expresses themselves authentically and doesn't allow public perception to sway the way they feel, you know, or what they say. Like, he's very adamant on not being controlled. And I'm always going to support that message, because human beings are controlled. Human beings are very much like, well, we have been historically controlled and manipulated and just like programmed to think a certain way, to follow religion, to follow like certain ideologies when it comes to relationships, when it comes to everything, every corner, like, and just the things that we eat. You know,
everything.
Like literally everything, every single thing, like everything. And so Kanye, he gets on camera and he's like a celebrity at this status, and he's like doing the complete opposite of what I see anyone at his status doing, just speaking out and being real. My thing is like, bro, all of these presidents, right, that have been in office, that everybody's voted for, when Kanye ran for office or whatever, it didn't seem that whatever that was. People were just so like, oh my God, please, like, don't vote for him, don't choose Kanye. Like, after I think Donald Trump being who he is, which is like another fucking problematic ass Gemini, people were like, no, we don't need another Donald Trump. You know, I think Kanye was just like too real, too raw, just kind of like Donald Trump was, just like transparent. You know, in that way, like they neither of them hide
who
like,
they are.
They're like
what they actually think.
And then what they actually think. But every other president has.
Yeah.
Literally, like, all of them niggas were polished. All of those white men before them.
You need a balance of it.
You need a balance.
Which I don't even think. Is there such thing as having a balanced leader? I guess.
I mean, I don't know how it could be possible. I don't know. Like, it's like, I mean.
Because don't you have to have some, like, you have to be more inclined to certain character traits or just ways of being just to be a leader?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the whole concept of being a leader a lot lately. Just like, how does that look as a healthy person? Like, because I know that that's something that I'm going to fulfill in my lifetime, and I'm trying to figure out what does that even look like for me, because past examples of leadership have always been a little skewed.
Okay, I think you have to have a balance of not giving a fuck about what other people who follow your leadership have to say, but also still care enough that, like, you know, you're communicating with them properly, and like whatever you're leading or whatever, it's like it's articulating and it's helping them. But then also you can't feed into it too much. So it is a balance, like you said. Everything is a balance. You can't lean into too much on one side, you know, because if you don't give a fuck, then you're not being a good leader. Like, that's the part of being a leader, is caring. But then you can't care too much, because then it's
exactly. It's kind of like being a parent a little bit. Like, well, in the stages of them being young, like, you kind of can't care too much. Like, you kind of have to get control over the fact that they can't make certain decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
So you have to be in that control, but you also have to care about how they feel about certain things.
So then you gotta release control.
Yes, it's like a push and pull the whole time. Like everything in life is a push and pull.
It is.
But like,
because sometimes it's like rest.
Yes.
But then sometimes like
no,
make something happen. You know,
it's
like yeah.
That's why the most important thing in life is like learning discernment and learning how to follow your intuition, which means that'll give you the way to like know when to listen to yourself or when to just chill and just not do anything. Yeah.
It's like a guidance that tells you how to move and navigate, like in every now moment.
In everything, like yeah. And once you like trust yourself, then it'll be easier to just not even have to think about like, am I making the right decision or am I making thinking too much about stuff. Like if you trust how you act and how whatever you believe in, I don't know what you believe in, but however like God manifests or spirit manifests within you, I feel like you trusting yourself is allowing you to like believe whenever that comes in, it comes in. Whenever you take action, Like, how do you feel about free will?
I feel you. Oh, free will.
Yes.
Free will.
What is free will?
That is oh my God, that's a great question.
Because I don't even know what that is sometimes. Like, because I do believe that I'm making my decisions. But at the same time, it feels like I do feel like something is pushing me.
Yeah.
Like through life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So I'm gonna take this deep because I feel like free will. You know what I really think? I think free will is an opportunity for us to make mistakes. To choose something outside of oneness and like our intuitive guidance. Like I really think it's an opportunity for us to not be in complete communion with God. Like, and what I mean by that is like, okay, when we follow our intuitive guidance, right? You're like, okay, I don't feel like I'm really making the decision. Like it's something greater that's guiding me. You know, when you're really following your intuition, right?
Yeah.
But when you're not, I think that's free will. Like you're choosing, like as a human being, you have that right to like step outside of like unity or oneness, which I think your guidance and your intuition is all leading you to oneness. It's all leading you back to spirit. But when we choose to be human beings and choose to like just kind of make decisions out of our ego, make decisions out of like programming and like, you know, just things that aren't fully in alignment, I think that's free will. And it's always going to be a lesson in the free will that kind of leads you back to trusting your guidance and getting back into alignment and getting back into oneness. So I think overall free will leads us to like lessons and quote unquote mistakes that we learn from the lessons, you know, or lessons that we learn from the mistakes that we make. So I don't think many people have a viewpoint of it like that, but that's kind of what I realized from my understanding, because I was like, wait, anything that isn't free will is me kind of being in alignment, being in sync, being in oneness. Like that's not like your own choosing. You're like just kind of being in surrender to a greater force. And I think that's not really our own personal free will. I think that's divinity.
I don't even think free will and divinity is separate though. Like I feel like free will is a part of the divinity.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm saying, like when I'm choosing things, I feel like I'm supposed to be choosing that thing.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe that's just how I like to think of it, so I can feel more comfortable with like life.
Making a decision,
yeah.
But like I was saying, like I feel like it leads you back to it. Like you can't separate it. No. And see that's the thing. I think like what I'm saying is like those two things are true at once, because like from a human perspective, free will, right? But like from the bigger picture, it's like, okay, you can do that and it's gonna still lead you back, and you can do that and it's still gonna lead you back, and you're supposed to. Like that's why we're here. We're here to have free will because it's a divine plan. Like it's a part of the divine orchestra.
So I think I watched something and they were basically saying like it's free will out of options.
Okay. It's free will out of options?
Yeah, like I'm trying to think, where was I going with that? Let me meditate on that. Okay, so people have like their karmic lessons and stuff, and I feel like, so maybe in their life movie or whatever, they're supposed to get into something bad, but we don't know what specifically that bad thing is, but their free will is choosing the bad thing instead of like it's under like a script, but the script isn't specific.
Yeah. No, I feel
like kind of how like with astrology, we have zodiac signs and their energies and those energies, but our free will is what's manifesting it into reality, like under the characteristic of that. Like it's still under a group of things that you can possibly do, but it's your free will to choose one of those things.
Okay, I see. Within the umbrella.
Yeah.
Of the zodiac. Yeah. For example, like using astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish I could go back to like just doing things without thinking, so I can have more things to analyze in the future. But it's okay, because right now I feel like I analyze like a lot, and I have to like sometimes set boundaries with myself. Like I don't need to reflect every day.
Yeah.
Or reflect all the time about this thing.
Yeah, because sometimes I just need to
live it.
live it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you experience this, but when I get like strong emotions, I separate myself from, like, I look at it, I detach myself, but it's not in a way that feels progressive. It's just so I won't feel it, and I just feel like I'm floating, I guess.
Okay, for sure. Is that like resonant of what we were talking about when you asked me how do I like not get annoyed? Is that kind of similar because you're like detaching from what you feel?
No, this is different. That was me holding on to things.
Yeah.
This is literally me like recognizing emotions, and because I'm recognizing it so much, I'm not feeling it. Like,
oh, because you're conceptualizing about it instead of
instead of like actually like just being in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I want to ask you, what has been some of your biggest takeaways from doing psychedelics? Well, first, what's like your most preferred psychedelic? Like, which one is like the most effective for you, most helpful?
Well, I haven't really done many psychedelics yet, but
you have done.
I would say. Oh.
No,
I would say weed is my favorite psychedelic.
Yeah, because that is a psychedelic for sure.
Like I feel very psychedelic on that shit.
Damn, that's amazing. I'm so jealous of your relationship with weed. I love that.
Maybe I could give you some tips, but
I love that.
I've only smoked weed, ate shrooms, and done a LSD tab, and I want to do LSD again because, in comparison to shrooms, I really liked it.
Yeah.
Because on shrooms, I feel like I'm more likely to think about the full scope of things. And on LSD, from my experience, it felt like I was just in that dimension of happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I did have like a quick moment or something, but like it was easy for me to just, change my attention. Yeah.
Do you remember what you took away from that?
Yeah, it was for my birthday. So we went
last year?
Yeah. We went to Sweetwater. And
you're in Sweetwater!
Yeah, I love
God,
Sweetwater.
That's crazy.
And we know, like, this is perfect spot on the Yellow Trail where you can like swim and stuff that I really like right now.
Damn, I can't really. Nobody ever knows Sweetwater. Like,
I know.
That's like my home.
I'm like, what? So, like, that's Atlanta. Like,
no, for real. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been to Sweetwater like thousands of times.
As you
like,
should.
I've been there. Like, that's my home.
It's
I
amazing.
love it. I watch the sunset there.
And there's so many different parts. Like,
yeah, there's hella different parts.
It's so diverse. It's beautiful.
I fucking love Sweetwater.
I love Sweetwater.
I can't believe you're on LSD for your birthday at Sweetwater. Yes. Like, that just touched me. I was like, wait.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay.
But we were already so happy. Keep in mind, I just had my event the day prior, and that was just a very, like, full of gratitude moment. So the next day, I was just on a high, basically. And the LSD, we only took one tab each, and we felt so infinite and just, like, happy, basically.
Was that his first time?
Yeah. I couldn't really say that I learned anything from that trip for real, because I was just happy.
Just happy.
In the moment. And I like stuff like that. Like, you don't always have to take
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
I took the happiness from it.
There you go. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It was really, like, I was thinking during it, like, wow, I'm really not thinking of the reason of why things happen. I'm just here.
Just here.
Yeah. But on shrooms, I think about the reason, which I like that for like a time, but I don't think I can do shrooms like all the time.
Okay.
But I do like it.
It's a, oh my God, that balance. That's another thing of balance, where it's just like being the observer and being the philosopher about shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause you don't want to be so in life that you're programmed by life. You're not observing it. You don't intellectually question what's going on. You're just
I don't
even know how you
that.
can get. Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
but no, there's people who are like that. They went to school, they went to college. They're religious of some sort, probably Christian. Their questions stop at Jesus. That's where their questions stop. That's why they don't think it stops at God, Jesus, the Bible has the answer. Like you can't.
That's so weird to me
don't go that
because
deep
God
about
is
it.
the opposite to me. Like God is infinite. Wouldn't you want to keep asking questions? Like you don't want to you just want to stop. Like that's
crazy.
What's life after that?
Because for them that's an abyss. I realize, like for them that's scary.
Oh,
it's
because it's just the
it's
unknown.
infinite. It's the unknown.
I think it's a generational like difference for sure.
Hell yeah.
Because some people, and I notice this when I talk to people, because I feel like I talk to a lot of different people who have different beliefs. I guess they're not like really different, but different terminology. So when I'm talking to people, I kind of like assimilate myself into their terminology for the sake of understanding
and relating.
Yes, but it used to bother me that I had to do that, but I've gotten more comfortable doing it because I've had great interactions because of it.
Okay, for sure.
Instead of sitting there arguing about a word. Like,
Gotcha. Yeah. I feel you.
Like the other day.
Sometimes you say Jesus is your Lord and Savior.
Oh no, I don't say Jesus. I say God.
Yeah.
Literally God, and I don't.
There's nothing wrong with God. I use God.
There isn't anything wrong with God,
God.
But the way I grew up, I kind of have like feelings towards it. So I'm still getting over that.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Like it's so interesting when I'm talking to my mom now, because we talk more now about real things, and she like corrects me during conversation, or kind of like, because you need to pray, or because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, right. But like in the past, I would like take that whole thing and shut down and not want to talk anymore. But now it's like, we can continue this conversation because you're making sense. We just don't have the same terminology or efforts to feel close to God, I guess.
I see. That's good. Yeah, I be doing this. I do the same shit. It's being adaptable.
Do you feel like you have practices that make you feel closer to God?
Because the phone be picking that shit up loud.
The way I be so present that I don't even hear that shit.
Yeah, and I feel you, and that's crazy because I be so sensitive that I just pick up on it.
I feel that.
That's crazy. That's funny how it can work both ways.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I'm so present that I just turned it out. I'm like so sensitive that I like felt it.
I feel like sensitivity isn't equated to being present all the time. Like you can be very oversensitive to things and not be present.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Be overstimulated. But then it works. But it always works for me in nature. Because like when I'm being sensitive to the nuances of nature, like it never overstimulates me. Like that's where I want to be sensitive. That's where I want to really feel things. But then sometimes like in a public place, loud sounds, it's kind of like you want to turn that shit off. You're like, like how do I stop this? Like I'd rather. And then that's when people drink alcohol, and I've done that too, because I'm like, oh,
I was like, that's when I get a joint. I'm like, and that's
do
when
something, to like sedate
like,
you a little bit.
Down,
yeah,
I have to do that, or that sounds crazy, but like,
I need it.
But like, because I crochet a lot, and that's literally doing the same repetitive thing. I can get into very anxious states that make me not want to do that. So smoking weed helps me with being more calm and patient. But I don't have to do it all the time. But I noticed that it definitely helps in moments of like, you have moments where you have stuff in your mind.
Yeah, I feel that.
Do you feel like you're a people pleaser?
I don't know. Hell yeah. Like growing out of it, it's that thing of like caring about how people feel before you care about how you feel sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. I just don't want this other person to feel not okay. Like, I can handle it because I know me, because I'm me, you know. But this person, I don't know how much they can handle it, so I don't want things to be like super uncomfortable for them, or like, so I kind of compromise my own feelings to make someone else feel good. Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example, and I hate this. Have you ever been like in this awkward situation, right? Things are very awkward. Things are kind of weird. Someone may be kind of being weird in a way, not that's like harmful, but just like kind of being weird. And you kind of laugh out of like nervousness, or you laugh because you don't like know how to just speak up and be assertive and have a conflicting energy or contrasting energy to whatever they have going on. Like, I've done that in the past. Like, I don't do that now. I haven't done that in a long ass time, but I used to do that very often, where I would just kind of laugh when I know I'm uncomfortable, or like someone may be projecting some weird energy towards me, and instead of like me wanting to make them feel bad about what they're saying, or like hold them accountable in the moment for me feeling weird, I kind of just like laugh so it can pass, you know, so it can stop happening, instead of just speaking up and be like, that's weird, or like, you know, just say something that makes them like kind of stop, you know, and feel, you know, what they're doing a little bit.
I think a lot of people do that. Yeah, awkwardly laugh, I guess. Or it sounds like you were not awkwardly laughing, but you had a purpose for the laugh.
I definitely had a purpose for the laugh. It's so it can stop, and it can like pass. But like, that's some weak shit, and I don't resonate with that no more.
It is.
But yeah, I definitely have some people pleasing tendencies. What about you?
Yes, I do. But on to like the awkward thing, I feel like when people are awkward, and I still need to get better at this, but I internalize it. Like, I think I'm the reason they're being awkward, instead of thinking that they could just be oh, this has happened throughout my life. Like, I feel like I've had encounters where people would be nervous around me, and I would take that as them being like, they don't like me, or I'm doing something weird. And it would just,
like, some people are just awkward.
And
it got nothing to do with you.
Like, it was hard for me to accept that other people could be awkward too, I guess.
Wow.
It's so funny.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I find myself being more normal when other people are awkward, and I'm not like the awkward one, I guess. Like, I feel like more confident, which I don't like that though, because I want to feel that way around anyone, like even people who are sure of themselves. So it's like, that was something that I definitely have to pay attention to for sure. Like, but some people do still make me think, what is going on with this interaction?
Something Trinity hates that I do is when I lean into the awkwardness. I kind of like leaning into awkward situations and just like making them a little bit more awkward, like just by being in the observance of it, rather than like do something to make it not awkward. Sometimes I'm like, it gives me a chuckle. It gives me like, it's a pattern disruption. It's like a pattern interruption. I fuck with it. It's like, because a lot of times humans are being very like civilized and like, you know, we're in public and we're just like, just being very kind of
normal,
just very normal. And I like when it's like
some weird shit happens.
I love that shit. It's like a common one is like, this happens very often, especially like being a nigga, because like we be dapping each other up. Like, sometimes you come for this and like somebody's like doing the fist bump, and then you switch it, and then they switch, and it's like damn. And I love that.
Me too.
That shit's so hilarious.
No, I like making it, I like repeating it so it can be even more awkward. Like,
really, like doing this.
Like doing it again on purpose, or like I notice when I mess up my speech or something, depending on who I'm around, I'll like keep repeating.
No, me too. I exaggerate it.
Cause like, you're not gonna make me feel bad, I'm gonna
exactly.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Nah, I feel you. I'll literally start just making sounds at that point.
Honestly, it came from me. Like, I like to sing a lot. Oh, that was a nice crisp sound. I like to sing a lot, and whenever I mess up singing in public, like, I'll just start like doing something weird right after, like, just to, I guess, disguise it, and that I did it on purpose or whatever. Okay. But it turned into me just mimicking myself as joking about my mistakes, I guess. like stuttering for sure.
Have you ever been like rapping to a song and then you like fucked up on the lyrics and you know people can hear you and you just sometimes that happens, like you just be loud and wrong.
I just like look at them like
See if they caught it.
No, like whenever I'm like with someone and they're obviously getting the lyrics wrong and they think I can't hear them, I have to look at them. Like, yeah, like
because some people, come on, bro, like because some people you just like, bro, you can be quiet, like you can just listen to the song, like, bro, I have a friend, she's gonna try regardless. She knows she doesn't know the words, but she's gonna keep going.
Oh my god!
And she's gonna start like mumbling until she gets to the part that she knows it. I'm fucking your bitch. I'm like, no, why? No, you don't need to mumble in between.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, while Trei is gone, hopefully he doesn't come while I'm doing this, but I just wanted to say I love the Flow Network. I love all of you guys' videos. Thank you so much for your contribution to YouTube.
Oh, I look good, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I ate beans,
Oh,
kale,
yes.
avocado, tomato.
Why does this look like the chakra chart? Like,
Ooh,
this look like
I tried to order it in like color order, yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Nah, I will fuck that up.
Yeah.
Damn, you got all the, okay.
I like to eat art, you know?
I like to eat art.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Let's sign out. We're talking about how much we love ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about that. Jada, what do you love about yourself? What's so great about Jada? Like, how do you feel about do you love the way you express yourself like through fashion? And
I love the way I express myself through fashion. I feel like the way I express myself like in colors is very important, and it just happens. Like, I don't know, I think I just got it in me to wear some cool shit. I don't know,
just born with it,
because I don't really try that hard. I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but it's just in me to be able to present myself in a nice way. Yeah, I love to change my hair all the time, but I love my ability to make open space for people who I'm talking to.
Yeah, you've done that for me.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
Yay.
I appreciate that.
Yay.
Not many people have that skill, because like I don't be saying shit like unless somebody asks questions. But you've been inquisitive.
Yeah, you were opening up. I loved it.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved every moment of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yes, I like making space for people. What do you love about yourself?
I want to hear more of yours.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear more of yours. I know. Okay, I'm gonna get into mine, because then so you know you're not on spot.
Okay.
And then we can.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love the way I look.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm attracted to my.
What about the way you look? Like,
Right.
Is it everything?
It's like, okay, I like my nose rings and like how they like kind of give this symmetry to my face, and something about like how my mustache kind of like stops right here, and then like I kind of just like the way my mustache comes around my lip and then like stops right here, and then
some people don't like that. That's funny.
it just gives a good like, it's like a good balance. And I like the shape of my eyes. Like they're good shape. They're good shape. They're like, they're not like wide. They're like, they're just like, they look kind of cute. But I don't know. And I always have this like very there's like this very feminine look that be on my face sometimes. I notice when I look in the mirror. Like it's just like this very feminine. Like it's like a subtle emotion on my face. It's like beautiful, and I look at myself. I'm like, damn, I love that. It's like a red tint, and I'm like, I feel sexy.
I see that too.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't be knowing where that comes from, but the more I embrace my feminine energy, the more like my face kind of gets like a more feminine look to it a little bit.
Wow.
So I fuck with that, and I love my locks.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to the Goldilocks.
The color's nice.
Yeah, so I fuck with that.
I love thinking outside the box. I do it a lot. I have great ideas. A lot of creative ideas come to me easily. And I love that shit.
I love that about you too.
And I'm very open to trying new things.
Okay.
Like different types of just art styles or even things outside of art. Like I just
Food?
like doing stuff.
Like trying different food?
I do like trying different food. I am kind of picky with some things, but I like to try wide ranges of things. So
Yeah. Do you love your ability to understand things and like have an understanding of just like shit outside of your perspective, you know, that may be conflicting towards your original thoughts or like your original belief systems?
Oh, okay. Do I like that?
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you love that?
I love.
Or do you have that?
I have. No, I do.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah. No. I do. I feel like it's like a blessing. I was about to say it's a blessing and a curse. I don't like saying that, but it's a good and a bad thing. Like I feel like because I'm able to understand different aspects of things, it gives me a wider range of like just topics to think of or ways to feel, but it can be a lot sometimes. Like it makes me not feel my own sense of just grounding in my thoughts.
For sure.
But I've gotten a lot better with it.
Yeah.
And I use it as a tool now in conversation. Like when I'm talking to people with different perspectives and outlooks on life, I feel more relatable because I can see where they're coming from for the most part. I don't really come across or talk to many people that I'm just genuinely confused with. When that happens,
yeah, something's not right.
Something's not
no,
right.
For real.
I'm
Me
not
too.
in
Because I'm like, wait, because I usually
yeah.
can understand
something
and say,
like,
yeah, but if you just leave me like
why would you?
No, if I'm like left puzzled, like yeah, you were on some other shit that I need to stay away from.
Everybody's a mirror in some aspect, for real.
Yeah.
Like,
so if I'm looking in the mirror, I'm confused.
Yes.
Like, it's like you're
that
mirroring
would
some
actually
other shit,
scare
yeah.
me. Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
scary. Actually, confusion is the scariest thing. Oh my god.
Okay, so was there a time period when you didn't love yourself?
Oh, for sure. And I told myself that too at one point. Because I had to stabilize or like bring it to attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, throughout high school.
That's a good reason you did it. I like that you had to bring it to attention.
Because I definitely felt it, but I wasn't saying it because it sounds weird to say, oh, I don't like myself or I hate myself or something like that. I didn't say I hate myself. I just said I didn't like myself.
You didn't like yourself.
But
you need to say it from like a resolution standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can get somewhere with it. It's weird. When I grew up, I knew I was amazing, and then outside things kind of influenced that and experiences, especially in high school. And I internalized everybody's emotions around me so much. And now I'm learning how to embrace those things that were kind of equating to my downfall and using it to become the person that I love now. Yeah. And it's been about like 3-4 years since I really felt love towards myself.
Since you started loving yourself?
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Have I ever not loved myself? I've always been someone who could see the beauty in things no matter what it was. So I always saw the beauty within my expression, like my personality, at least like the way I expressed myself. I mean, there was times where I didn't love the way I looked. I was like, damn, I could look better, but there was a beauty that was radiating from inside of me. I knew my physical would catch up with it at some point. It would have to. Yeah.
That's crazy how that works.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait. Because I felt that same thing. I feel like I'm still blooming into the look, or I don't know what I'm talking about. I love how I look, but I don't know.
It's more. It's like it's an
there's
unfolding.
Always more
yeah, it's
to
an
go.
Unfolding. Yeah, for sure.
And I could feel that, like, as a child. Like, I was like, I just know I'm gonna be better. Like, at some point, I'm like, I know it's gonna be better. Like,
that's a crazy way to say it. Like, I don't look good.
That's how it felt, though. I'm like, I just know I'm in a transitional
That'd be crazy.
phase.
Like, looking in the mirror, like, it's gonna get better. Like just
That's
don't quit.
That's
Please
how
don't
it
quit.
felt, and I don't want young people to feel that way. That's definitely not the best, but that's how I felt. I was just like, I'm just gonna have to experience this and wait. Like,
yeah, give me some time.
Yeah, give me some time because I don't really have to look amazing right now. I'm only 15. Like,
right. Yeah, true beauty radiates from within. Like, I promise. Like, there's people who look very conventionally attractive, and I am not attracted to them just based on the
how
energy, the way they think about things.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting how that works. Like, I don't really find many people ugly until they open their mouth.
Oh.
Like, okay. yeah. Cause like people need
Bars.
to prove themselves first.
I know, for real. You're not finna just show up just on appearance based and be like, think you finna steal the show. Like, you gotta.
And just cause you're not my type, okay, but what does that have to do with the fact that we can have an amazing friendship?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Life experiences together. Like, that's just one aspect. I don't have to think you're attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Like, but you know, it does feel good to have attractive friends that you feel like are attractive, but I don't think that's like a checkpoint for me.
Nah, that's not a checkpoint. No, just be attractive energy wise for me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be attracted to your energy.
And usually when you have great energy, you look good.
Exactly.
Like, so it kind of equates, you know?
Yeah. And honestly, like, those times where like I didn't like value myself to the degree in which I do, like, I didn't really start loving myself until I integrated my divine feminine energy and my divine masculine energy in like perfect balance. Like, that's when it started to work for me, when I was like, oh shit, like this communion of these opposite energies but complement each other, like this merging of those two energies really brings a certain like anchor within me. Like, it like really anchored me to be like, damn, I express myself as fluid as I want to on both energies, and I feel whole, like I feel complete. Like, I really feel it within myself. It felt like, and also like the sun was like a great representation, a great reflection for me to just like love myself. The sun just shines its light no matter what's happening. Like, it doesn't shy away. And I was like, damn, I should never feel afraid to express myself to myself, express myself to others. Like, I was like, damn, I fucking love myself. And of course the realization that there's only one of us, you know what I mean? Like, who else? There's no other Jada the way you're Jada. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen anyone like you at all. So it's like, you have every right but to love yourself. Like, it wouldn't even make any sense to not.
It would just be such a disservice, like, such a waste of time.
No, it is a waste of time. Like, what's going on? Like spending time not loving yourself is crazy.
Solomon gave a really good visual of us as humans in connection to the sun. So we like to call ourselves stars. Like, I view everybody as a star.
For sure.
But he said, what if we were all just, you know how the sun has rays of sunlight?
Yeah.
What if those rays were extending to like us?
For sure.
And we're just a ray, and we're like a part of that big source of energy, and we're just manifesting it here, but we're still connected to the sun. Like, we're all just rays of sunlight connected to one big beautiful force. Wow.
Felt. Oh my God, that's so,
for real.
You know what? That is so real, because it's like, when I'm like standing in front of the sun, right, and I'm like gazing, I'm watching the sunset, there has to be, obviously, in order for me to even see it, to see the sun and have a connection to it, there would have to be some type of like unseen ray that's like extending towards me, or unseen portal or vortex or like extension coming towards my direction for me to even see it and conceive of it. And it's like we all have that our own unique individual ray of sun that extends to us if we're like gazing at it, if we're connected
because you
to
have
it.
to see, you're going through light. Just wow. Yeah. That
was felt. Like, I closed my eyes and like I really processed that. I'm like, okay, that's so real.
Glad you felt that.
That's so genuine. Shouts out to Solomon, because
for real.
As soon as you mention him, like, his art like just flashed back in my mind.
He needs to make a painting of that.
I thought he did.
If he don't, I will.
I thought he did. So what you were saying that he?
Oh no, that was another piece. You talking about the one that was really big and had earth and?
Well, no, I was thinking of that, but like the ray of the analogy that you were using for like the rays of sunlight.
I was thinking of another visual. Okay. Just like, I can't completely I haven't really figured out exactly how I want it to look compositionally, but I do just see like a big ball of light, and it's like a tunnel, like, you know those tubes that you that are at water parks.
Yeah.
Those tube rides.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, like a tube, like of you connecting, like in that light, like.
For sure.
And I find that just so, like, it makes me feel really powerful, but I also am reminded that there's a way bigger, powerful thing connecting us all together. Yeah. I think that's what allows me to not like go crazy when a bee or something is flying next to me. I don't know.
I want you to know how much I respected you for the way you just like, bees just buzzing, just.
Cause it's not gonna sting me unless I provoke it. Like,
You so real. You like the only girl I know that's like that.
Same.
I'm like
Everybody I know. Everybody I know will die.
No, for real.
And I'm like, we could have had like a great conversation in that moment that you just.
Yeah, that you decided to freak the fuck out.
Literally, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes that's a waste of time. But I understand people being scared of things. I get that. I guess.
You're so nice. You're so kind. You're such a kind person.
Well, yeah.
You wusses.
I like to be.
The bees ain't gonna hurt nobody. Not playing. I know people have been stung. So
I've been stung before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you still got that perspective?
Yes. I've been stung on my eyebrow. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh no, that's a terrible
But
spot.
that was provoked. Like, I was with some people who lit a firework next to a beehive, so that makes sense, you know?
Did anybody else get stung?
Yes, it was traumatizing for all of us. It was so bad.
Them niggas don't play. That's crazy that they got y'all asses back. Like, that's crazy.
No, for real. Like, but that's what told
fuck?
me, like, just don't mess with them. They're not gonna do anything to you. And I also just don't like interrupting the moment that I'm in. I don't like interrupting things. I just noticed that.
That's beautiful. You just noticed that?
Yes. Yeah, I don't like interruption like that. Like, especially on FaceTime. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't FaceTime people.
Yeah, you feel like
you gotta pay attention to me the whole time. Mm-hmm. And not in some way of like, I want all your attention, but if we're gonna be on the phone together, I need you to put all your attention towards that.
Okay.
I'm not the type
just
to
all
like,
that
do
random
things.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just not be on the phone.
No, for real. This is why I don't be on the phone, because like I know how much attention I gotta give to like this. That's such a small measurement of space. This phone.
Yes.
Like, I hate having to be like, because that's the only way I'm gonna be on the phone with someone. It's like, what's the point? I'm not finna just be doing my daily activities while I'm talking. No.
Because I'm not gonna give you the experience you need from me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's so real.
So I just rather not. And I tell people too that I'm become friends with, like, I'm not the most communicative through the phone unless it has to do with business, or like, it just depends. I'm not the type to just like have a conversation through text while we're separate. Like, we could just have this conversation together.
I be saying the same thing. I be like, unless we're talking about linking
something
up
for real, like,
something's about to lead to us seeing each other. It's like,
why are we talking about like our favorite show through text right now?
Yeah, I'm not that type of person either. I'm really not.
I'm good.
I'm really not, bro.
I'm really good. Like, and if that means that I won't have certain people in my life, then that's okay.
You want this?
I would love it. Oh my God. I'll just have half though.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
The way the crumb jumped off the cookie when we cracked it in half was so satisfying. Now I gotta run that shit back.
Thank you. I'm a sweet tooth girl, but I've been getting better at my sugar addiction.
Cool. That's good, because I've been in cinnaholic like every other.
That was so bad for me for a while.
Goddamn. Cinnaholic made me a holic. A cinnaholic.
Made me.
A cinnaholic, I guess. What'd you get from there?
I'm a very plain person.
I get the OG.
I get the classic, but I don't get the vanilla frosting. I get cream cheese because I just like. What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it just tastes.
You talking about like
classic.
the classic roll, like
the classic. I say classic, but with cream cheese instead of vanilla.
I get the same thing every time.
Me too.
Literally every time. I don't
branch out of that because
me neither.
The other stuff looks like decadent.
No, for real. It looks even more sweet. Like, I'm like, if this is sweet, that other shit's gonna be hella sweet.
The classic is enough.
It's enough.
Like, I'm not that type of person to put like gummy worms on top of my ice cream. Like, like, no, like,
I don't need all that. No,
just a caramel drizzle, maybe. Like
gummy yeah, no. What are we doing?
Let's be normal
Sprinkles and
here.
shit. Like, I want
Yeah,
sprinkles
like-
on my cupcake.
I just saw I keep seeing these videos come up of like a candy salad. I'm like, the fuck is that?
Who needs that? I need a candy salad, bro. Come on.
Oh
bro.
my god,
You
they
do not
just
need
call
that.
anything a salad.
That's so disrespectful to salads, bro. A candy salad. You do not need that.
It's not fresh. Like, what is this?
That's crazy, bro. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is all of my talents and stuff going to nothing. Like me not being successful off of that before I die. Because I feel like I spent so much time cultivating it.
Yeah.
I need that to be successful. And I already do feel successful right now. So I guess that fear is kind of not as strong anymore.
Dissipating a little bit.
Yeah,
dissolving.
but you know, I always have goals. Or I won't say goals, but there's always elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, AB feels the same way. Like, I think I asked her what's her biggest fear. It was that same thing. I'm not gonna say that's some Virgo shit, but like, because I don't know
what it is.
But like, that's very like that's crazy that y'all share that and y'all are both Virgos and like very artistic. So that's kind of like
I think it's because we
interesting to
both
me.
take our art very seriously.
Yeah.
So it's like, why wouldn't we? Like, the stuff you put your most time and energy into, of course, you're gonna be fearful of that amounting to nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's like, who wants to work a job? You want to make money off of your creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, but then that's a whole different conversation that we had to even think in terms of money as far as our creativity goes, because the way society's set up. Because it's like, we never wanted to do that in the first place. We all just wanted to be expressive children.
It's not money that I want.
Yeah.
It's more so like
The freedom.
I want
freedom.
freedom with what I do. I want freedom to be the result
Yes.
and peace.
Yes.
So, and if money is like the tool to get that, sometimes. So
It is, yeah.
So that's kind of
Sometimes, yeah, like you said.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's so real. I want freedom to be what I'm doing and also freedom to be the result.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I think everything kind of starts like the world starts with something and it ends with the same thing. Yeah. Kind of like how the sky is blue and the depths of and then it goes into the dark space, but then the depths of the ocean is dark as well. It's like the same as above as below, like trees with their roots at the bottom and then also with their branches that mimic the same thing.
Crazy. My friend told me that a tree's branches extend as far as they do at the root. Like, it's the same. He was like when you are digging under a tree, know that like the roots are going to extend as far as they branch out from the tree. And he was right. Like, he showed me many examples. I was like, damn, like you can see like it ends here. Like it was like, damn, it extends just as far. Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
We're just sitting next to it too.
Yeah. Powerful.
Sitting on top of something too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything.
It's crazy. I'm mind blown by everything.
Me too.
Like everything.
It makes me happy though to do that though, because like then you won't put your energy towards physical things. You're just actually happy with what is, you know. So I really like that you do that because it makes you have a better outlook.
Yeah.
Just life.
Rather than it just being so like mundane and casual and just kind of like taking it for granted. Like I feel like people do
take
that.
Everything for granted.
Yeah,
we
just
take
like
vision for granted.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
we do. Because we have it every day, but it's like, no,
you see so much.
You see a lot.
Like, if you actually just look and shut up. If you just look. Oh my gosh. I got a lot more comfortable last year, like, sitting in silence with people, even though I know it might be, like, uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
But I did it on purpose so they can feel that and pay attention to something, you know?
That's me. That's me all the way.
I can tell you do that. You've done it a couple times.
Yeah, here.
But like that's just yes.
And honestly, like you know, it's crazy. Like, in a sense, like I was kind of like sparing you a little bit because like I don't know if you're like that.
Okay.
And so I'd be like, I didn't do it because I felt like I had to. I honestly, genuinely just wanted to ask you, a lot of shit. And I just feel like there's so much, like we could talk about. You're a really introspective person. But then there's also so much to be quiet about.
Yeah.
There's also so much to shut the fuck up about.
And that brings me closer to people. Like, if I know that I can actually be silent and not think that I have to, like, propel a conversation, I feel very comfortable with that person.
I want you to know you can do that with me, for sure. 100%. Like, I embrace the silence of, like, just everything and being comfortable enough to do that with another person where it's not awkward. You're like, what do we gotta talk about? We don't have to.
You don't have to.
Conversation can come out of the silence, or we can just enjoy the silence, because that is a conversation as well.
Right. Do you ever just, like, don't think at all?
My favorite thing.
Like, just...
Do you do that?
Yes. Like, just, like, not zoning out, but you're just not thinking. Like, you're just there.
Okay, so every time you do it, is it, like, intentional when you do it?
Most times, yes.
Okay, but sometimes you can slip into it?
It's like, yes, sometimes I just slip into it, and that's happened a lot more lately because I've been meditating more.
Oh, my God.
But it's just easy to just, like... just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, people need to learn that. No, that's a necessary skill that people need to learn. Like, I do that all the time throughout the day.
It's
just
have to go, like, happen. Like, you don't always have to be thinking of something.
You don't always have to be turned on. You can literally just neutralize. Like,
there's greatness in that, and I feel like I had to learn that because, especially with meditation, I thought it was supposed to be a thing that you're supposed to be experiencing, but it's literally you surrendering to nothing, like, to being in nothing.
Yeah.
And of course you could take it different ways after that, but that's what I had to tell myself, like
that's the core foundation of it.
Yes, like, I'm not gonna get just answers or something. Like, things are just gonna come up out of force. Like, I just have to actually be okay with nothing happening.
With nothing, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, because this whole universe was conspired out of nothing.
Yeah.
This whole thing came here from nothing. It started with just nothing, and it still is nothingness. Like, it's all an illusion. Like, we're still in the nothingness. It's a projected illusion that we're experiencing.
Have you heard about the 0 point field?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know much about
I've
it
seen
either,
the term,
but the concept alone, like,
it just sounds intriguing.
Yes, I'm like, whoa. Like, well, I was watching or listening to a podcast, and she brought it up. It was talking about the importance of the number 0, and I was just like, I never thought to think about that. Like, just even the thought of 0, like, and how so many things come from nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
And that's, like, one of the most beautiful spaces to be in.
That's crazy because it does start with 0, 1, 2, 3. Like,
yeah. And she was saying how a lot of, like, numerologists or people mathematicians, they didn't like the number 0 because it kind of discredited their logic with all the other numbers. I can't quote her verbatim, but yeah. And I was like, that's interesting. But more people who are knowledgeable in the spiritual aspects of life, they like the number 0 because you can manifest from 0, you can start things from 0. Yeah.
I get why science wouldn't. It's too illogical for them. Like, it doesn't have the thing that they're looking for. Like,
it's not like real.
Yeah, it's not tangible enough.
0 is not tangible,
and they don't like that.
And they didn't like that.
They need to study tangible
0
things.
times anything equals 0.
Yeah, for sure. Anything. It just swallows
like, dang,
it.
Like,
what is that?
Imagine getting all these knowledgeable numbers. You're making a Y, they connect, and then you see the 0, and you're just like, you're just like, what does that equate? Like, what does that do? Like, where do I put this?
Damn, that puts it into perspective what you're saying now. Like, why they didn't. Damn, that puts it into more perspective. Yeah. Just can't do anything with it. It just like
cancels everything. It consumes everything.
It's like a black hole.
Kind of, but a black hole can also be a good thing. So it's like,
no, honestly, like, I'm so glad you brought this up, because clearing the mind is something that I have developed as a practice for, like, the past few years, and I really learned it from Osho, and just the importance of not being in the mind, because, like, even not thinking for 30 seconds, just 30 seconds is such a paradigm shift within your consciousness. Like, thinking happens so much throughout the day, just naturally, to just stop and just be in that space of just no thought.
And you don't have to try that hard to do it either.
No.
It's just you're not trying.
Exactly.
Like you're literally just
exactly.
And I feel like
exactly.
Me overthinking everything, it was hard for me to understand how to do nothing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that even look like or feel like?
Yeah.
It feels like nothing.
It feels like nothing. That's what it feels like.
It feels like nothing, but it's great. But that's all I can say.
And see, I will also add to it that, like, a lot of people, because we have so much subconscious energy going on, that like thoughts naturally come. And I feel like for people, when they're meditating, it's hard for them to get to that, like at a certain point, right? It's hard to get to just staying in that state of silence, because the thoughts start to like kind of start to come. And what I've realized is that if you're not even attaching to the thoughts and you're really just watching them, it's still nothing. Even if a thought passes, like a thought comes, like if you're really just aware of the observation, if you become the observer, if you become the awareness, which we all are, we're just an eternal awareness watching everything happen. But if you really identify with the awareness and you really understand it as your home, as your true sense of self, as your true nature, you are still in the nothingness, even while thoughts, emotions, feelings are happening, even in day-to-day life. Like, it's like that element of silence that centers within you, no matter what you're doing. Like, you can be literally in the middle of a conversation and still feel that silence within you. It's just like, because you're just detached and you're just watching it happen. And that takes practice, but it's a beautiful thing. Like, there's nothingness even within the something of it all.
I think it's scary for people to detach their soul from their body. And like,
oh shit,
and feel
facts.
that.
No, facts.
Because it kind of, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like a loss of well, not a loss of control, but
I think that's I feel that it's a little bit of a loss of
yeah.
control. Probably a little bit more than that, but yeah, I feel.
Or no, maybe it feels like more responsibility, because you notice that your body is a thing, and you notice that your soul is a thing that needs nourishment.
Okay.
So now it's more responsibility for you to like pay attention to
your body.
Yeah, like to pay attention to your physical body and to also your soul. And yeah, I find myself like when I'm giving people advice, sometimes it does take a lot of strength to do certain things, like to be able to not think about stuff, or to get to this point of, yeah, like you said, like getting to a point of just being able to observe everything. Yeah, I feel like once you get to it, it seems like, oh, this is what you do. But when you're like out of it and don't do that yet, it is hard.
It's hard,
like, yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, it's just interesting how that transition feels.
Getting like you saying, like getting better at the practice.
Yes,
of it.
And then kind of your perspective on how easy it is changes.
Yeah,
and when
for sure.
you relay that information to people, I'm like, dang, like how I feel like I'm not relaying this in a way that resonates with your point of view.
Exactly. No, for real. That's why I always mention that like thoughts will happen. That's why I always say that like thoughts will come up. Like they will surface. They will happen. It just depends. It's just like knowing our true self that we're attached to, and that's the awareness.
Knowing who you are and your choice to say no. I've definitely had really disgusting thoughts towards things, and it was because of my like the fact that I watched like murder docs or something. And I'd be like, I would get scared, like, dang, why did that thought get in my head? But then I realized, oh, I could just not think about it, or I could just not act on that, and that's it.
Yeah, you still watch murder docs?
I try not to. Like, I don't watch it as much as I used to, because it does affect my subconscious for sure.
Yeah.
But I am genuinely interested in that stuff, so I watch it in like moderation.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. You want to end this video with a moment of silence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Then we can sign out. Okay. It's gonna be about 2 minutes of just silence. Peace. Damn. That sounded good though.
It did.
I like a nice.
It
pop.
was nice, actually.
That is nice. Hell no.
Crunchy.
You said what? Crunchy. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, thanks guys for watching. I'm Sunset Trei.
I'm Jada. You can follow me anywhere at j.sya.
Please do.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Till next time, guys. Bye. Peace.
Bye.
Oh, not like that.
I didn't even do anything.
Damn. Nah, you sent some notes. What the fuck?
Drop that shit.
Yeah, this shit sounds like this. Howdy. I've been rigor mortis. I don't know the last time I